important that it would just absolutely grieve you if you were to disappoint God. I mean, if you were to disobey him and step out of God's will. It would grieve you. It would be like the saddest thing. That's really how we should be. That's the fear of God, is this intense passion. I want to please God. I want to touch his heart every day. I never want to step out of his will. And when you live that way, there's a lot of people that ask, like, how can I know I'm in God's will? And they're like afraid. Am I missing something? Am I missing my purpose? Am I in God's will or not? And I'm telling you, you don't need to be afraid of that if you have the fear of God. If you really have the fear of God. And this isn't about a feeling. This is about making the intention to have the fear of God. If you have the fear of God, you will be in his will, because God wants you to be in his will more than you do. And if that is your intention, if that is your heart, then God is so good. Why would he allow you to step out of his will when that's your heart? People step out of his will when people don't fear God. But if you fear God, you can rest knowing you are in his will. The Bible says that God directs the steps of the righteous man or woman. So in other words, the righteous man or woman who has the fear of God, God directs your steps. He will, every day, he will close doors that need to be closed, and he will open doors that he wants to open. He will move mountains. He will shift things. He will do supernatural things to make sure you're in his will. You can rest, but you need to have the fear of God. And there's a lot of Christians that are not in God's will. There's a lot of Christians that are literally just walking out of God's will every single day because of one reason. They don't have the fear of God. They don't care enough. But it's like when you have that fear of God, it's like locking you in to God's will. It's the safe place.